my trades are immaculate, and I'll never take a disadvantageous trade. My name is Benjamin DeMunck. I go by LOD, and I'm the AD carry for Team Dignitas. My goals in the upcoming split are to become like a top AD in North America. I felt like last split in the summer, I became a lot better and improved a lot, and this year I just want to like perfect my play and just become as good of a player as I can. I don't think it's that AD carries are bad. I think it's that every other role is like super broken. They're the only role right now that doesn't have like solo experience to carry with. Like jungle pretty much has solo XP now, and then top and mid just like one-shot you no matter what they're playing, and you're just stuck there building like really garbage items compared to what they can get. And yeah, I don't think they really need improved that much. I think everything else just needs nerfed, especially coming out Ssumday from the game. It's been really good working with them so far. They're really good players, and I'm happy to be playing with them. The language barrier is a little bit tough, but they're working on learning English, and then they understand like a little bit, so we're able to just use like simple communications and pings and stuff like that, and it sort of works itself out. I think my best memory was when I played mid lane, and I got like a super clutch backdoor on Zed, and I like won my team the game. And that was like the only game that we won out of the entire series, so it felt super good, and I freaked out and got way too excited, but it was a good memory. My proudest moment in my career, I guess, actually, was like playing at Wembley Stadium. I didn't really expect to be playing in, like, in front of such a big crowd, given the fact that I was just a Challenger player, but for some reason, they held the Challenger Series finals in London in front of like this massive crowd, and it was super cool to be able to say that I played there. Yeah. I think the biggest challenge is like just being disciplined. It's really easy to get like a burst of like motivation and want to like try super hard for a little bit, but then even on the days that you don't really feel like playing and like improving, you still have to keep working on yourself, and I think that is pretty difficult. It's sort of stressful sometimes playing like so many games of the same game year after year, like day after day, and yeah, I mean that's probably like the most difficult part. But if you enjoy the game, then it's not that bad. I think if you want to go pro, you should just pretty much like dedicate yourself to it for like a given period of time and just find out if you're good enough. Just work as hard as you possibly can, climb the ladder as high as you can, and then like don't be nervous or scared like because you're playing against someone good or anything like that. Like you have to really, I think, to be able to like perform at like a top level, you have to like not care about like what other people think, like even your own teammates. You have to bring what you bring to the table, and that's that. So yeah, just confidence. Not really. I just kind of got unlucky for a really long time, and things probably could have gone like completely different, but I got like stuck in Challenger for a really long time, and maybe I could have worked harder to like improve my chances of making LCS sooner, but I never really doubted that I was good enough to play. Like I played since like season 1, so I played versus like all the LCS players on a daily basis since like for the past 6 years, and like a lot of them never seemed like anything special. They just got there because they had like slightly better circumstances, and I think it could have happened to anyone. And I'm glad that I like kept playing because I never really doubted myself. I first played AD. I made AD for like 4 years. Like probably, yeah, from around season 2 to like halfway through season 4, I played AD. And then basically, that was like the first year that I was eligible to play in the LCS. That's when I turned 17. And we didn't win our first split on World Pro. And I basically just felt like I wasn't going to be able to carry a team into LCS by playing AD because mid is like just a better role to carry from. So I just decided to switch then. And then I played mid for about like 6 months. And I didn't really have like the greatest circumstances. I felt like pretty confident as a mid laner, but I had like a better opportunity to play with C9T as an AD carry. So I wanted to take that, and I just switched back. Shaco. Yeah, Shaco was the first champion I ever bought. I just like got wrecked by one in a normal game, and then ever since that day, I saved up. I think it was like 3,000 IP, and that was the first champion I got like full runes for. That was the first champion I bought, first champion I mained. I was a dirty Shaco main. No, I don't play him anymore because he sucks. Well, actually, he's okay now, but that's in the past. He's not the same. He's not what he used to be. I think it depends, because I guess my biggest problem is like consistency. Sometimes I feel like I don't show up as much as I should, but like I feel like on a good day, I'm probably in contention for the best. I feel pretty confident playing against every AD when I'm feeling like on my game. Yeah, probably the most important aspect of training is just to like choose like quality over quantity. I think like if you're not learning anything and you're not improving, then it's not really worth playing. If you feel like your play is like starting to slip and that you're not playing well, then you should just stop, because overall it's like more important to have quality over quantity, I think. But you should like train yourself to be able to play at a high level for a really long time, I think. I don't really think I would change anything, because I think everything just happens for a reason. I'm happy with how things played out. I was a World of Warcraft player when I was like 10 years old, and I made a holy paladin named Light of Day, and yeah, my parents made me quit WoW when I was like 12 or 13, and I couldn't think of a name, so I just like abbreviated it, because Light of Day sounded really cheesy, and I just made it LOD, and I never really planned to stick with this name, but it's too late to change now. I think being positive is sort of my way of flaming and tilting. I try not to like take it out on other people, because I think like flaming and tilting is like completely pointless. It doesn't do anything for you or the other person, and you just regret it afterwards no matter what. So I just try not to be like that kind of person in solo queue. Like usually, like people who flame and like rage at everybody, like they'll even like if you win the game, they'll like apologize to you after. Like they just look ridiculous. So it's like I don't really try. I just don't want to be that kind of person. Like I get mad. I get tilt sometimes when like things are going like really poorly. Like when I get 5-man dove at 5 minutes and my team doesn't seem to be doing anything about it. But yeah, no, I just think it's like ridiculous to like flame and tilt all the time. So. My mouse DPI is 1600. My game resolution is 1920 by 1080. In between, I use borderless. And another important part about mouse sensitivity is to make sure that you have mouse acceleration checked off and on the 6th tick, so that your mouse is more accurate. Just like nerf everything. Like, there's no reason why my auto attacks should do 1% of Poppy's health at like 20 minutes into the game when like we're both like the same score. Like, I feel like the new masteries, the new items, I feel like everything they added to the game just caters to like every other role other than AD. AD just got the short end of the stick for like the past couple years, I feel like. And it's kind of weird because they're still like necessary in most comps. Like I guess some people are starting to play like Ziggs bottom or whatever, but for the most part, like having an AD carry is like the most optimal way to run your comp. So it's like still a good role. It's just, it feels bad to play and people don't want to play it because of how obnoxious everything else is. So I think they should just look at that. I think jungle is like the biggest reason, because before it was kind of like there was only 2 other roles that got like 2 carry roles that got solo experience, but now it's like I'm getting ganked by like a level 6 jungler when I'm level 4 as a bot laner, and that doesn't make any sense. And they're getting like a kill's worth of gold for farming like one side of their jungle, and I'm just like nothing I do seems to matter early game. So I think they should just take a look at other roles. I have no weaknesses. I have only strengths. My trades are immaculate, and I'll never take a disadvantageous trade. Yeah, I'm definitely planning to stream more during the season, during the off season, just in general this year. I want to be on like a more consistent schedule. Thank you to Dignitas for everything they've done. The Korean boot camp was really good, and they've treated us really well, and I'm extremely happy with this org, so I look forward to playing LCS with them in the future.
Right. What mouse DPI do you use? What's your game resolution and full screen or windowed?
Wow. What are you laughing at, man? So that your mouse is more accurate.
I don't even know what you're saying right now.
That's okay.